Wake up. Yeah. Hey, just gotta wait for YouTube Studio, as always. YouTube Studio either jumps right in, and there we go. Wait, hold up. Gotta make sure my microphone's properly connected. And it is. All right. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Guardians series recap, series preview live stream. And I'll be recapping the 3-game series over against the Pittsburgh Pirates and previewing the series against the Yankees. In our first matchup with New York since the ALCS last year. Now, before I get into talking about this Pirates series, of course, I got to give a quick shout out to all the Pirates fans I know on social media, especially here on YouTube. Of course, my guy Max Sports, I think he pretty much denounced the Pirates because he said that he's not even really paying attention to them anymore until they get rid of their GM and such, or until their owner sells the team. It's getting to the point now where Pirates fans are doing what A's fans have been doing the last couple of years and chanting "sell the team" at games, thinking that, they're actually going to do it, which they're not. Bob Nutting is not selling the team. He's as stubborn as the Dolans are. At least the Dolans will spend some money every now and then. What big moves have the Pirates made the last couple of years? Exactly. Got a beautiful ass ballpark. The scenery is fantastic. There's a scenery that could beat that. Maybe St. Louis with the arch. I mean, there's not too many, scenery-wise, I think there's a scenery that beats it. If I'm being real. Right? Let me know in the chat or the comments what scenery surpasses Pittsburgh. This is the Cleveland fans saying this, by the way. I mean, you're in the batter's box. You're looking out towards center for the Pittsburgh skyline and the bridge. Bro, I don't think anything beats it. That's just me, though. So, anyways, digging into this series, and it was a fun series as a Guardians fan, that's for sure. Very entertaining series. A little stressful, but overall, the Guardians offense showed up, which is always great. First game of the series saw Luis Ortiz making his return to Pittsburgh. Of course, we traded the guy we traded Andres for Luis Ortiz. That was a fun few hours. I was literally at McDonald's eating dinner, because I was doing some errands. Go to McDonald's, get something to eat, whatever, I checked my phone. Boom, Andres Gimenez traded. I'm like, huh? Okay, what did we give up? We gave up some dude we gave up Andres, and we got back some first baseman who's hurt now, of course, wrist injury. And we traded that guy for Luis Ortiz. And I'll be real, first couple outings didn't look good. But man, he's locked in a little bit. I mean, of course, the last start he had at home, he was phenomenal. In this game, it was all right. 5 innings, 4 hits, only 2 runs allowed, 3 walks, though, and 8 Ks. So he's starting to settle in, and that ERA is going to start dropping. Watch. And the only runs he gave up were the O'Neill Cruz solo shot in the bottom of the first. And then the Pirates would get on the board again with a Joey Bart single in the third. That's all he gave up. Not too bad, if you ask me, considering this was the same guy that got torn to shreds by San Diego. Mainly because he just couldn't locate. He gets that locate. He gets his location down. He's fantastic. One thing I've noticed is the Guardians always seem to have a response whenever we give up runs. O'Neal Cruz hit the homer to get them on the board, his fifth. But then Bo Naylor would go yard to tie the game right up. And then Kyle Manzardo, a name you're going to hear a lot in this stream, he hit a double, scored a run. And then, of course, Joey Bart would respond with one of his own, tied the game up at 2. Then Bo would do it again, 2-run double this time, made it 4-2. And then Santana would reach on an error, scoring another one in the top of the 5th. And then top 7, John Kenzie Noel, 2-run double, made it 7-2. And then, oh look, Gabriel Arias, 2-run double, 9-2. And then Rocchio would get a streaming app is trolling. Okay, we're back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. For some reason, it was telling me reconnecting. I go to check my router. It's fine. OBS is trolling me once again. So, I wish I knew where it freaking cut off. Oh, well. Oh, thanks, Bird. I appreciate it. But yeah, pretty much our bullpen got touched up pretty good. Yeah. Even the pitchers that we had that really, truly shoved in the first game, Hayden Clase, ironically enough. You know, offense showed up, got 10 runs, and they oh my god, why is this thing doing this to me today? Oh my goodness. Doesn't help that it's freaking a scorcher out today, of course. It's spring and it feels like summer. Gotta love it. Can't have a normal, cool spring where it's not really much there, you know. It's cool weather. You're in the 60s. Feels like it's freaking 80 degrees out right now. What's up, Paramjot? Good to see you, as always. Of course, my lovely streaming platform, YouTube Studio, and OBS are beating me up right now. Like, I never know when I can just start really digging into a matchup because I don't know if it's going to freaking disconnect again. It's done it twice to me already. Well, anyways, we get to game 2 of the series, finally. And it was Ben Lively against, Paul Skeens. And I was on Twitter before this game. I was like, you know, knowing who we face in that game, I would have been good if we scored a run, just one run. I'll be fine with it. Because Skeens is actually pretty good. Oh, well, the Guardians didn't just score 1 run. They scored 3. As Stephen Kwan would get on the board, top of the 3rd, RBI single. And then, of course, the mustache, Kyle Manzardo, in a mustache battle with Paul Skeens, proved that he has the superior mustache, as not only did he take Paul Skeens deep, he took him to the river. Yeah, he took him to the freaking Allegheny River. The first ever Guardian or Indian player to hit a ball to the river in that ballpark's history. It's been open since 2001. Yep, the first ever. I think he was the 51st player to do it. Kyle Manzardo, the guy who's been here about a year and a half. This is his second, well, actually, this is, I think, his first full season here. He's been in the organization. This would be his 3rd year. He was traded 2 years ago. The deadline before last year. So 2 deadlines ago for Savale. People were so skeptical of that trade. Yeah, I wonder how they feel now. Right? And this dude comes right in. He's like our power supply. He's so good. You cannot keep him out of the lineup. He took a pitcher who is widely considered to be one of the rising stars in the league. He took him to the river. Yeah. Pretty damn impressive. And also impressive, Ben Lively did not allow a run. Yeah. I mean, 4 hits and 5 1/3 innings is solid stuff from Ben, considering his stuff isn't really all that good. 1 walk, 3 Ks as well. A 3.86 ERA for Ben. And then Cade, Heron, Gaddis, and Clase also went out and did business as well. Great stuff from the pen. Skeens, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks, and a homer. He's got a 2.87 ERA. And then just for good measure, too, Jose Ramirez got a sac fly. So there is that as well. So Quan, Manzardo, and J-Ram all got an RBI on Skeens. Well, no, not. Well, 2 got Skeens. J-Ram got 1 on Ferguson. So, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, not too much about this game. Overall, Guardians, 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Pirates, 6 hits, no runs scored. Ben Lively got his first win of the year. He's got a 3.86 ERA. Skeens is now 2-2 with a 2.87 ERA. And Emmanuel Clase got his 4th save of the year with a 5.79 ERA. And of course, Clase would go out there and shove, pretty clean inning, only gave up 1 hit. That was it. So now we talk about today's game, and it was Logan Allen on the mound. And Logan has been solid. I'll be real with that. He's been solid. Going against Mitch Keller, who's been kind of up and down from what I remember. You can get to him. And the Guardians, they did. They got to him a little bit. Couple runs in the 3rd. Thanks to Stephen Kwan. Well, no, they got a couple runs in the 1st from Stephen. 2-run homer by Stephen Kwan. Continues to turn into a masher. He's got 4 on the year now. I remember when people were saying, oh, yeah, he's not going to be a home run hitter. He's just going to be a straight slap hitter. He's not going to get homers. Well, what do you got to say now, huh? What do the haters got to say now? That's right, not a damn thing. So he hits a 2-run homer. Made it 2-0. And then they would get a run in the 6th from a McCutcheon double. Made it 2-1. And then Kyle Manzardo would hit a 2-1 homer of his own, making it 4-1. And then for some reason they thought, hey, let's bring in Emmanuel Clase for the 3rd day in a row. And as you'd expect, he blew it because that's what he does. It's like playing with fire these days. Adam Frazier, 2-run double, and then Cabrian Hayes tied it with a single. And then top of the 10th, Kyle Manzardo struck again with a sac fly to give us the lead. Joey Cantillo comes out there in the 10th and shuts the door on the Pirates. And the Guardians sweep the Pittsburgh Pirates. And yeah, we're feeling pretty damn good right now. I'll say that much for real. This team is feeling so good right now. Coming off what happened in Baltimore. Yeah, they needed this for sure. Logan Allen was phenomenal. 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 2.11 ERA. Who would have thought he'd be our best pitcher ERA-wise? Like, who thought of that? Logan Allen, of all people, would be our best pitcher. Like, okay. Mitch Keller did all right. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks, and a home run. 4.18 ERA. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff from him, I guess. Yep. So the Guardians win. Clase, even blowing the save, gets the win. How about that, right? You blow the save, but you get the win. He's 3-0 with a 7.84 ERA. He is not going to be the closer for long doing that. That's for sure. He ain't going to be the closer for long doing that garbage. Santana takes the loss. He's 0-1 with a 1.80 ERA. And Joey Cantillo locks in his first save of the year. Maybe one of his only few saves of his career with a 1.59 ERA. So like I said, the Guardians secure the series sweep. And they're back to feeling pretty damn good about themselves right now. Yep. Because now they head back home for a big 3-game series against the defenders, the New York Yankees. And we're going to jump right into that series, starting off with tomorrow. Clark Schmidt versus Gavin Williams. Real quick, we take a look at Schmidt versus the Guards in his career. The Guards in his career. Go again with the buffer, of course. I'm on my way home from the game. Guardians went to the Pittsburgh Stadium for my first time. Nice. Hope you had fun. Good to see you again, Jacob. Yeah, at least the weather was nice. Got to see the Guardians win. Good stuff. But yeah, I'm on my way home from the game. At least Mother Nature treated you nice there. That's nice. Good to see. Gavin, 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 5 Ks, and 4 in the 3rd innings versus the Yankees in his career. Against, August of last year. Not great. So, not really, I don't really know what to expect there. Hopefully, he can go out and get a dub. That'd be huge for the team and for him. A bounce back outing would be great. That'd be so clutch for him. For his psyche and his mojo, yeah. He needs a start, like what he just had a few weeks ago. He needs to go out there and shove. Like for old time's sake. Now, let's go to game 2. Okay. Well, first off, I gotta wait for this stupid thing to load up. You know how MLB site is. They always like to take its time. Stupid site always takes forever. Gotta love the MLB website. Give me wait. I'm gonna open up my door a little bit, let the air circulate, because it is hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I'm not taking off my clothes. Ew, nasty. That's what I'm saying. I would be immediately banned off YouTube and thrown in Twitter jail. Probably thrown in prison in real life, too, for indecent exposure. Yeah. But against Schmidt, only J-Ram has had success, really. He's batting .375 and 8 at-bats with 2 RBIs. And against Williams, Judge has a home run and an RBI. That's it, surprisingly. Schmidt, no wins or losses, 4.76 ERA, 2 Ks. Only had 1 start, of course. Gavin, 1-1, 4.58 ERA, 18 strikeouts. And if I know this lineup, they're going to go out there and they're going to put up some damn good at-bats. Now, it's yet to be seen if they can put it to, where they can get base hits off of those good at-bats. But if anything, you make them work. You get to the bullpen, and you try to avoid the, Devin Williams, or they call him the airbender. You try to avoid him if you can. I would say the same about Clase, but he stinks, and him seeing the Yankees is going to give him PTSD, and he just might wet himself on the mound if he's on the mound against them. So I wouldn't really try to work him too much. I don't think we're going to see Clase tomorrow regardless. If Vogt brings in Clase for a 4th day in a row, he is a sicko, and they need to investigate him. Because what the heck did freaking Clase do to deserve that? 4 straight days of pitching when he hasn't even been good? It's one thing if he's been fantastic, but man, he stinks this year. Why do you keep bringing him out there? God. We're buffering again. Yeah, something is up with OBS. I don't know what the heck is up with it. It's a piece of garbage. Hard to say. Oh, well. Yeah, Will Warren, 1-0, 5.17 ERA. Tanner Bybee, 1-2, 5.85 ERA. Will Warren, 16 Ks, Bybee, 15 Ks. And Nolan Jones, of all people, 3 RBIs in 1 at bat, batting 1,002. Tanner is against the Yankees. 2 runs on 4 Yankees. 2 runs on 4 hits and 5 Ks. In 5 1/3 innings. Got a no decision back on May 2nd, 2023. And that, of course, is where Volpe got him, I guess. I'm sure someone else did, but he's not currently on the team. So there's that. Okay. So that's game 2. And then we go, oh yeah, Will Warren against the Guardians. Yeah. Will Warren, again replacing Garrett Cole, who's out for like the next year and a half because of Tommy John. That's tough. Tough break. Okay, so they don't even have stats on Will Warren against the Guardians. Okay. Tells you what you need to know. He's barely faced him. And then we go to the final game of the series. It'll be Carlos Rodon against Luis Ortiz. Rodon, 2-3 record, 4.34 ERA. Ortiz, 2-2, 5.48 ERA. And it's actually insane because, again, like, Luis is coming off 2 of his best outings so far this year. So it's like he's starting to build something. That's what you wanted to see from him, too. You want to see him build up good outings and build that confidence and get that stuff going. Because once he finds this stuff, and if he can keep it going consistently, he could be a low-key, dynamic, good pitcher. He has decent stuff. It's this location has been his issue. All right, so I don't need that anymore. Okay. Rodon is coming off a win against Tampa. He went 6 innings of 2-hit, shutout, 4 walks, 9 K ball. So, yeah, great stuff from him. And, of course, Luis, we already know what he's done. I just talked about him. You know, facing off against the Pirates, his old team. Did really well. Back-to-back starts, got 2 straight wins. Mounting 18 strikeouts in those last 2 games. Giving up 5 combined hits, 3 combined runs, and 5 combined walks. Those last 2 games. Even in his last 3, the runs have been low. He doesn't give up runs. It's just, you know, he's done a lot better with that. The offense just hasn't really helped him out, besides his last 2. Coming off a 5-inning, 4-hit, 2-run, 3-walk, 8K performance against Pittsburgh. Got the win. That's got to feel good for him. Beating your old team. Right? Spencer Horwitz. Yeah, that's the guy we traded for him. Traded him for. Or traded for him, yeah. Spencer Horwitz. He would have been most likely platooning with Kyle if we kept him. But then they went out and got Santana, so we're good there. Now, against each other, of course, Rodon, 37 Ks, 2-3 record, 4.34 ERA. Luis, 2-2, 5.48 ERA, 23 Ks. Against Rodon, Carlos Santana, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. And how about J-Ram? 5 RBIs and 43 at-bats, dating all the way back to Rodon's days in Chicago. Yeah. Now, against Ortiz, only Grisham has a home run and 2 RBIs. Wells and Goldschmidt each have an RBI apiece. Of course, they faced him when he was in Pittsburgh. When those 2 were with, I'm guessing, St. Louis. And Wells, I don't know where. I think maybe with the Yankees, but yeah. So, that's really it. Now, Carlos Rodon versus the Guardians. I know we've tattooed times this year in his career, but he's also cooked us a few times as well. He's 8-5 with a 2.81 ERA, 124 Ks, and 21 appearances. He's coming off, and he's faced us. God, probably the last time was 2022. Really? Wow. And that was a win where he went 7 innings of 2 hit, 1 run ball. That was really the last time we faced him. Wow. That is insane. Of course, he was one of the guys that had that no-hitter. He had a no-hitter against us. Yeah. Yep. He had a no-hitter in 2021 against us. Now, Luis Ortiz versus the Yankees. Take a look here real quick. Oh, this is the no. I need what is it? Luis or L Ortiz. This is the other Luis Ortiz. L Ortiz. There we go. Yeah. All right. I was gonna say 1995. He hasn't faced him since 2023. He took a loss. 4 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, and 1 home run in his last outing against them with 6 walks. But of course, a lot has changed. 0-1 record, 4.66 ERA, 7 Ks, and 2 appearances. So, we'll see what happens this time around. Now, his first time facing the Yankees in 2022, he was all right. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 runs overall, 2 walks. So, not horrible. We'll see what he can do with us. But that is going to pretty much wrap that up. And for those wondering, who do we face after the Yankees? I have no idea. Oh, it's the Red Sox. Oh, joy. In Cleveland, too. Okay. Nice little homestand coming up. Okay. All right. But, of course, the big thing this week, not only playoff basketball, but also the draft. It's going to be fun. So, as always, guys, we are on draft week. So, it is draft week officially now. So I'll be having videos out all week if any rumors come out. And of course, don't forget, on Thursday afternoon, I will be doing my one and only Browns only mock draft and my one and only full first round mock draft. I know, you're probably thinking, wait, you guys had a top 3 pick. Wouldn't you want to do more? No, mock drafts are kind of stupid. I learned that over the years. They're kind of stupid. They're fun to look at, but I'm not all about doing them. So, yeah, I will be live tonight, of course, for Cavs and Heat. And depending on where WrestleMania is when the game is over, I might go live for like the ending of Rhodes and Cena or whatever matches are left. I'll go live and we'll do a little day 2 reaction because I know I kind of, I tapped out for yesterday. I kind of regretted it because, not gonna lie, the Americano and Phoenix match kind of stunk. The women's championship match kind of cooked. And that triple threat match was lit. Kind of regretted not going live for that at least. Basketball is on. I'm not going to miss it. So I'll be live for day 2 of Mania, depending on where it is. Probably, even if I have to just go live for the main event. Because that's going to be nuts. I wonder who Randy Orton's mystery opponent's going to be. Some people have a theory it could be Rusev. Rusev Day. I don't know who else it would be. Carmelo Hayes? I don't think it'd be Rusev. I mean, that would be crazy. Imagine your return being at WrestleMania. Man, that'd be one hell of a time to come back to the WWE. Not gonna lie. So yeah, let me just come back, not on a random Raw in the middle of May or whatever. No, let me just come back at Wrestle freaking Mania. Crazier things have happened. I mean, we'll see what they decide, but I'll probably be keeping an eye on that stuff too. So with that being said, guys, I'm Crazy Dog, and have a good rest of your day. If I don't see you tonight for the Cavs and Heat, then I'll see you guys later. And just a reminder, of course, I'll be live tomorrow for more basketball because I'm a sicko. Let me see what games are on tomorrow again. Gotta refresh my memory. I must refresh my memory. Let me check Twitter too just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Can you guys believe that there hasn't been any draft trades yet? Like nobody's moved in the draft in the first round yet. Not a soul has moved. Like that's crazy. Huh. Clase gets the win to go to 3-0. Only one pitcher in the MLB has more wins. Ducks. Facts. Travis Scott. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything on here. Okay, so nothing's going on right now. All right, I'm not missing anything. But just a quick reminder, let's see what game's on tomorrow. I'll be live for a game tomorrow on the 21st. I'll be live for Detroit and the Knicks. So I hope to see you for that one. 7:30 p.m. on TNT. The Knicks took game one. We'll see who takes game two. I'll be live. Detroit, New York. Should be a banger. And then for the 22nd, I guess I'll have to wait and see. So, and again, I'm not doing games on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, obviously. So, yeah, FYI, in case you were wondering. But I will see you guys tonight for Cavs and Heat. If I don't see you guys tonight for that, see you guys probably tomorrow for Knicks and Pistons. So, until then, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Guards. Of course, shout out to the Pittsburgh Pirates fans who occasionally pop in. My guy Max Sports, Steel Jackson, and any other Pirates fans on here. Kind of feel bad for y'all. We're in the same boat in terms of ownership. Except at least the Dolans at least spend a little bit. Nutting does not like to spend at all. Crazy. But yeah, shout out to Paramjot, Derpy, and Jacob for popping in. Guardians coming together at the right time, for sure. Bring the brooms. I would have brought my broom in here, but I didn't really want to. I'm on my way home. Yeah, I hope you had a good ride. I hope you have a good ride home, Jacob. So, see you guys later. Go Guardians. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh.